Right guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. In this one I've just got a review for you on a Fumpa mini pump. So that's an electric pump if you haven't seen one before. So let's go ahead, let's take a look. So here we have the pump in its box. You can see that's how it comes in the packaging. So we'll just open it up and remove it, so you just get the pump and you get your charging cable there and the instructions for the pump there. So this is the mini version. They do a larger version with like a hose coming off of it instead of the direct plug like that. It plugs onto your Presta valve. It's got a bit of a lead coming off of it, and obviously the pump's bigger itself, the body's bigger. This is the mini version. So to turn the pump on and off, you just got a button on the top there, so you just push and hold that for a couple of seconds and the pump will come on, and then it'll run, and if you push it again it just stops the pump. I'll just demonstrate that just so you can hear it. So that's the noise it makes during operation. So it is a little bit noisy, in case you're unaware of how noisy it was. After it, when it's been running as well, the body can get warm and the nozzle can get hot. So just be aware of that. That can get hot if you've been blowing up a tyre all the way up to, this will do a maximum of 120 psi, a maximum, if you need it to. So it's capable of doing a 25mm tyre up to 100 psi. About 2.5 times it will blow one up from flat. So if that's a 28mm tyre, it'll do 90 psi, it'll do 2 tyres from fully charged obviously to flat. Like I said, it can get warm, the body as well. So there's a seal in there that you can buy separately as well, so if that seal ever gets faulty in there where it goes onto your Presta valve, this is Presta only, these pumps, you can replace the seal in there, which is good, because after repeated uses over time, obviously if it starts leaking, then it is handy to be able to replace the seal as well. You've got a charge port there, so you put it on charge when you get it. It takes an hour, roughly an hour to charge up when you first put it on charge. See the lead takes a USB and then your adapter, which you don't, you just get the lead like that, USB, so you can plug it into a computer, but it doesn't come with a mains adapter, so you have to just use your own mains adapter to plug it in the mains if you want to charge it like that, which is not a problem because most people, you've got the adapter on something else anyway, so you can just use that. I'll just run a tape measure over it as well, just to so you're aware of the sizes, just so you can see what it is. That's about 68mm across there. The depth, it's about 56, and the width is 36 for the width. So it easily fits in a jersey pocket, no problem at all. Now what I'll do is I'll pop it on a scale just to show you the actual weight of it. So I'll stick the pump on the scale there so you can see what it is in grams. So that's 182 grams for that, for the actual pump. So we have a jersey. This is a short sleeve jersey, summer lightweight one. So as you can see, they fit in the pocket of a jersey, no problem. So being as this is lightweight, you'll notice if it's short sleeved, you'll be notice that it pulls down on it because it's slightly heavier, like that. If it's a jacket or a heavier, like a long sleeved jersey, then you don't notice it as much in the back because the garment's stronger. These lightweight summer jerseys, see, they're thin, so it'll pull down like that. Another thing to point out, if you're going to carry it in your pocket like that and you don't know what the weather's going to be, it's best to carry it, because I'm not sure if the pumps are 100% waterproof. I don't think they are, so it's best to just wrap it in like a lightweight, like a sandwich bag or something like that, and just wrap it, stick it in there and just put it in your pocket or in your saddle bag even, just in case that you get a lot of heavy rain. So we have a medium-sized saddle bag. So as you see, the pump easy fit inside there, no problem at all. You could fit the rest of your tyre levers and a spare tube in there with room to spare. Another point to make with this is you could carry, like a lot of people do, a couple of CO2 canisters with you and an adapter. So a couple of CO2 canisters and adapter, so you weigh those. Might be a little bit lighter than this pump, but obviously you've got to keep buying CO2 canisters after you've emptied them, and you've got the rubbish to throw away as well to dispose of, so that's all waste. Whereas this, you can just charge it up and carry the actual pump. And the fact that CO2 can be a little bit temperamental sometimes, using those canisters. So and then canisters aren't going to get your tyre blown fully up. You just have to maybe use a bit of extra arm power with your mini pump to get it blown up, whereas this might be slightly heavier, but it can just blow your tyre straight up. So we have a 25mm tyre, flat. So what I'll do, I'll stick the pump on it, we'll blow it up, then check the pressure afterwards. Also I've got a stopwatch to time it with, just to see how long it's going to take. So all you do is push down hard on there, on the valve, and then press the button to turn it on. So I just stopped it there just to see, we'll see how much that's got in it. I actually stopped it, the pump didn't stop itself, I just stopped it just to see how much that is in there, just out of interest. So that was 30 seconds worth of air going in there. So I'll just check it with a gauge. So as you can see there, that's nearly 60 psi in 30 seconds. That was in a 25mm tyre. So here we have a gravel bike tyre. This is 650B 47mm tyre. As you can see, it's flat. It's tubeless, this is. So we'll give this a go and see what the outcome is. Again, I'll just time it just to see what it'll do with this larger capacity tyre. So what I did there, I put 30 seconds worth in there just to see what pressure that'll get in this one compared to that 25mm tyre. So after 30 seconds we'll check this one and see what we got in it. So there you go, that's about 24-25 psi in there after 30 seconds of the pump working. So enough to ride it on, but like I say, if you just left it running a bit longer, that'll blow that up, no problem at all. So that was 30 seconds, so if you left it running another 20 seconds or more, then that'd inflate that, not a problem at all. So that's tubeless, that is, as well. So if you had a tubeless puncher and he was after getting some air in it quicker than you can pump with your hand pump, then to seal up a puncher, for instance, after you just repaired it, then that would work much better than a hand pump at getting air into the tyre quick. So here we have a mini pump, just a traditional mini pump there, just to show you size comparison between the two. Obviously this mini pump like this will take a good 200 plus pumps to blow a tyre up to anywhere near sort of 80 psi, well over 200 pumps it take, and it take a lot longer. 200 pumps it take a good, well, good 3 minutes, 4 minutes even to blow your tyre up to anywhere near 80 psi, whereas one of these, the actual book time for this, for a 25mm tyre for 90 psi is 42 seconds for that. So I would have said it's more than that personally to get it up to 90 psi. It's a little bit longer than that, but it's still a hell of a lot quicker than your mini pump, definitely. So I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more cycle related content. Till next one, ride safe and I'll see you then.